Hello and welcome to class. We are on week 3 of our 5-week session of our Pilates Strong class. So thank you so much for joining me live. Are you watching the replay for today's workout? Again, I'm just using one lightweight. I have my 5-pound dumbbell here. Feel free to use a lighter weight than that. Or if you're feeling good and you want to challenge yourself, go ahead and use your heavier weight. Have some water with you, and if you're using a yoga mat, go ahead and grab that. We're going to warm up. We're going to go right onto our floor that the past couple weeks have been doing so today we're going to do the same. So coming down on your mat, we're going to keep our feet nice and firmly onto the mat. We learned about proper body alignment. So today we're going to do that, and then we're going to do more. We're going to keep learning as we go through our Pilates classes. So right off the bat, from our feet, we're going to slightly lean back already, and that's only so we're not on our seat bone. Sometimes if we're way up here, kind of can feel uncomfortable. So if you lean back slightly, you're off your seat bone. And with that said, we're going to hollow out our abdominals, and we're going to do our C-spine. So if you remember the C-spine, you have a couple options here to hold on to, or here to go into the C-spine. I will do both. I'm going to start with the hands underneath the knees. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to go right into the C-spine, tucking the chin in, rounding the spine. Hold, take a deep breath in. Exhale, and you're going to help yourself up using your hands to starting position. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale to C-spine. Inhale. Exhale, guide yourself up. Again, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Feel the work into the abdominals, pressing your feet in. Inhale. Exhale, we rise up. Now, for those who want to go without the holding on to the legs, you can release the hands. Inhale. Exhale, C-spine. Inhale. Exhale. And go ahead, do these on your own as I talk you through them. The key here is the breathing. We're going to continue to work on. So if you can't quite get the breathing pattern today, don't worry about it. It's going to come naturally. Eventually, breathing in Pilates is a skill. It does take some time to learn when to breathe in and when to breathe out. I will do my best to help you through that. But the important thing is using your body or becoming aware of the body awareness. And that to me is a little bit more important as we go through breathing. All right, our last one is right here. So let's all do one together. We're going to slowly roll down. So I'm going to take your hands, place them underneath your legs. We're going to roll down all the way onto our back. Nice, slow, and control. One vertebrae at a time. And the last thing will be our head to the mat. And that's a very safe way to get down to the floor, especially if you have any discomfort in the lower back or any issues with your spine. All right, we're going to continue on with the breathing pattern. Again, we're going to still continue to learn how to breathe, right? We're going to place our hands on our belly. We're going to take a deep inhale, 4 seconds. So go ahead, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out through the mouth. This next one, we're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale and imprint. If you remember what our imprint is when the lower back reaches the mat. So go ahead, inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, imprint, pressing the lower back to the mat. Tailbone goes up towards the ceiling. Inhale to release the imprint. Exhale to press the lower back into imprint position. So as you can feel, the pelvis is going into that pelvic tuck. So here's your hips. As you imprint, they go up and they shift. The tailbone goes up towards the ceiling, back into neutral spine, and then back into imprint on the exhale. Okay. This is a great beginner way of learning how to warm up the pelvis, get the muscles working around the pelvis. And again, a really safe way for the lower back. All right, as you're doing that, feel free to do more on your own as I talk you through the rest of the body alignment, which we're going up the spine to the middle of the back. So where your shoulder blades are, make sure they're pressed firmly down. These shoulders are away from the ears, and the head is firmly back. Eyes up towards the ceiling. All right, everyone, let's do one more inhale. Exhale, imprint. We're going to hold this imprint. We're going to lift up our legs into tabletop position. So our knees are have a space between our knees. Over our hips, our arms are going to go out to the side, palms facing down. We're going to go into our sway. So inhale first, neutral spine. Exhale, imprint, and we're going to go right to one side. We're going to hold this position. Inhale. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale. Exhale to the other side. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Now I'm going to add another rotation for the head. As you bring your knees to one side, you're going to rotate the head to the opposite side. So you have almost a full body twist here. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Your abdominals should be using them right now. You should feel a stretch at the hip. With the twist, you should feel into the lower back. All right, again, you're going to do this on your own. You don't have to follow my tempo here as long as you're getting your reps in, so to speak, and you're using your breathing. So practice that. Inhale. Exhale, we go to one side, we hold, keep a little bit more muscle engagement here. And then coming back to center. All right, we're all going to do one more. This should actually feel pretty good. It does for me. I'm hoping it does for you. It's almost a good stretch, and we're still warming up here. All right, ready. We're coming back to center. So line yourself up. You're going to roll your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Bring your knees towards your chest. This is a great stretch for the neck. All right, we're going to continue on with our warm-up. I'm going to go ahead and extend the legs here up towards the ceiling. You're going to feel a good stretch. If this is a challenging move, that's okay. Feel free to bend at the knees. We're going to work on flexibility throughout our sessions. So we're going to try to stretch as much as we can to straighten the legs. We're going to keep one leg in. I'm going to start with my right side. We're going to pull in slightly. So ready, inhale, exhale, switch. And switch. So this is a little bit quicker. Inhale, exhale, switch. As you exhale, you're exhaling through the mouth. We call these scissors. We're pointing the toes. That's an extra bonus point if you can do that. So inhale, switch on the exhale. Last few here. 4. All right, bring your knees back in towards your chest. Hands underneath your knees, coming up into that ball. Hold 3, 2, 1. Head, neck, and shoulders back onto your mat, and then lower your feet down. In fact, you can go ahead and fully extend the arms, extend the legs, and hold. Deep breath in. And exhale. All right, starting from this way, we're going to go ahead and do that again. We're going to increase the difficultiness a tiny, tiny bit. So we're going to inhale. Exhale, we're going to go into imprint. We're going to lift the knees up into tabletop. All right, as we do our sway, we're going to extend the top leg. So inhale first. Exhale, imprint and come to one side. You're going to extend the top leg. We're going to lower down. Inhale, exhale, coming back to center. Do that same thing to the other side. Inhale first. Exhale, extend the one leg coming to one side. Notice how it's a little more challenging. It's doable, right? Of course, you have the option to stay with both knees bent, and I'm good with that. Every class, I'm going to try to give you a challenging move to do. Yeah, it's always going to be doable, but of course, you're going to determine that and how you're feeling throughout your workouts. All right, down. This is working on more increased depth, more increase of a stretch at the hip. Hopefully you could see this. Telling you every week she's here and she's watching me. Yep, laying down right where I need to put my leg. All right, last one here. We're all going to come back to center. We're going to roll up, head, neck, and shoulders off the mat, hands underneath your knees. Here comes that stretch. Ready? Let's see if we stretch out our legs a little bit more, extending up to the ceiling. Go ahead and pull yourself up. That's okay to do that. Use your arm strength, okay? That's going to help your changing of the head, neck, and shoulders come up higher. Hold one leg in, breathe in, exhale, switch. Now, the increased intensity from here, we're going to lower down more. So we have a bigger scissor kick. Ready? Inhale, exhale, switch. Change your range of motion, right? We just made this move a little bit more challenging. But of course, you have the means to change the range of motion, make them smaller like we did in the first round. Really press your lower back right down to the mat. Feel the abdominals really working right here. Last few. All right, ready? Both knees are coming in. This time we're going to roll up all together to a upright position. 3, 2, 1, all the way up. All right, how we doing? All right, so good. Go ahead and get yourself a drink. We're going to go and move on. So this one here, I had a challenge for you. Remember last week we did the, we used our weight, we put it inside the leg for the donkey kick. I'm going to do our 2 rounds of donkey kick, first without the weight, and then we're going to add in the weight. So hopefully you practice this move in the last week's class. And if not, we get to do it today. So do you remember the position that we're going in? It's all 4. So real basic here. This is a regular type of Pilates move that we do. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders, fingertips further apart, pressing your palms and your fingertips firmly down. Okay, so let's get into position before we do our donkey kick. So as we press down with our hands, we're going to push our shoulder blades up and away from the ears, away from the spine, and then our abs are contracted. That's what we want through the whole move. I'm going to start with the leg closest to the screen. I'm going to go and bend at the knee. We're going to lift up and then lowering down. So we're going to lift up. I'm going to keep my knee bent here. Again, this is the one that we're going to add the weight in the crease of the back of the leg. So I'm going to kind of mimic that here, kind of get used to the move. So this is working not only just the glutes, but it's also working the midsection. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Eyes are looking right at the edge of the yoga mat. And take a peek at the screen if you can see yourself. Try to make your heel, your entire foot right facing up towards the ceiling, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. That's going to keep your foot nice and flat and kind of a marking where your foot needs to go. All right, you're feeling that a little bit of intensity there. All right, let's do 2 more, but I'm going to challenge you again here, a little bit of a challenge. You're going to come up and you're going to hold. We're going to pulse. Ready? Inhale, exhale, go. It's a quick exhale. 4, 2, and 1. And release. Release the hands. You should have felt your glutes on fire there. And that was really good. So we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. Go ahead and shake the wrist up. If you do have any wrist issues, some options here for you would be to go into a neutral wrist. And you can do that by doing a like knuckle down to the mat. If that doesn't really help, you can grab additional 2 dumbbells and you're going to grip onto that. That can create a neutral spine or neutral wrist for you too. So we're going to reset the body. So hands underneath your shoulders, fingertips further away, palms down, including the fingertips. So let's reset the rest of the body. Pressing down firmly, pulling the shoulders down, pulling the shoulder blades away from the spine, belly button up towards the ceiling. All right, ready? Inhale. Exhale, we're lifting up. Foot is flexed and going down, or excuse me, going up to the ceiling, up and lift and down. Inhale, exhale. Now, if I was right there next to you, I would want to hear the exhale out through the mouth. That's what makes Pilates so different than other classes, is that you don't always focus on the breathing. For those of you who take yoga, there is also a different breathing pattern for yoga. So it all depends on the class that you are taking. But as I keep expressing, it takes time to learn. And then once you get it, I promise you're going to start feeling better. All right, we're going to do a couple more here. And then again, I'm going to give you a little bit of a challenge. So you're going to bring your leg up. We're going to hold. We're going to breathe. Exhale on the pulse. Ready? Inhale, exhale, go and pulse. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down, releasing of the hands. In fact, go right into a child's pose position. So you're going to extend the arms. Your hips are going to come back, lowering your chest towards the mat and hold. Okay. You guys go ahead and do that. I'm going to go and let her out. And you didn't see anything, right? All right, as I promised, go ahead and sit up. We're going to grab our weight. We're going to introduce the weight. So this is the move that we did last week. This is tough, and it's tough. The move itself is good, but the placement of the weight, it can be really tricky. So I want to go over that again. You're going to place your weight on the crease of the leg. So where the hamstrings meet the calf. You're going to hold it there tightly as best that you can. If by all means you're just, I can't get it, Michelle, it's not working for me, don't worry about it. Go back into the move that we just did. Okay, this is just like a little extra bonus here for some extra additional strengthening of it. So before you begin, you must reset the body. So we're good alignment. Pressing your palms and fingertips down, eyes look ahead, shoulder blades away from the spine, belly button in and back towards the spine. Inhale, exhale, up, and then lift. Pressing your foot right up to the ceiling and down. Inhale, exhale, we lift and down. Now get a few of these reps. Go ahead at your own pace. Again, I can't stress enough, if the weight is just not wanting to stay in the leg, please don't worry about it and just go back to your singles without the weight. It's just a little additional bonus here to create our strong, right? A Pilates strong. And down, back up to lift. Because right now, in my opinion, I want you to do the other things that Pilates is known for. So the alignment, the breathing, getting stronger, using your body weight. Those things are more important to me than the weight itself. All right, last couple here. We're going to challenge you a little bit more by doing the pulse. Ready? So up and hold and pulse. Exhale on the pulse. Go. Last 4, 2, and 1. Bring it down. That should have made a big difference, right, on the glutes. Go ahead and switch. Coming down with your weight. Again, it's kind of getting to the crease of the leg really snug and really tight. So hold it there. Reset your body. Palms down, fingertips spread apart. Ready? Pressing belly button in. Nice, good middle section tightness. And we're going to lift. Inhale. Exhale. Up we go. And down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now go at your own pace. Do as many as you would like. Or maybe as few as you like. Again, the key here is just, I want more for the form, technique, more than this trying to hold this weight and you having to stop to fix it. This is why your homework last week was to work on this move here. So we didn't have to worry about it during class. But again, that was if you were able to do it. All right, last couple, and then we're going to go ahead to the challenge, which is the pulse. Ready? Up and hold, pulse it, and go. Last 4. And 1. Coming down, releasing of your weight. All right, that was a lot for the glutes that we just did. We're going to tie in all that together going into the plank work here, and then we'll finish that. Okay, so with the plank work, I'm going to teach you how to get it into it the right way, and in my opinion, the only way to do planks. Okay, so we're going to start a beginner style plank, which is actually right on your stomach. So get a nice little back extension here, which is great for the lower back. In this case, palms down, fingertips are still firmly out, away from, so we're not holding on to our hands or anything, hands away, shoulder width apart. All right, so let's do a nice good back extension here for a stretch. All right, and then you're going to stay a little bit down, or are you going to come down slightly? Now we're going to go into modified plank, which is bending at the knees. Now we're going to engage the abdominals, no different than any other move, by pressing it firmly, lifting up the hips. So belly button kind of goes towards the spine. Lift up, pressing your elbows right into the mat, eyes look ahead, tuck, squeeze, hold. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down, releasing of the hands. We're going to do that again, starting in 3, 2, 1. Press your palms, press the entire forearm into the mat, elbows, shoulder blades away from the spine, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down and hold. We're going to do that one more time, modified. So get yourself ready. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead up into your modified plank, and you're going to hold 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down all the way. And you ladies just did your first modified plank. All right, I'm going to teach you to go into the full high plank, which in my opinion, again, is another great move. We're going to incorporate the upper body. So ready? We're going to use our body weight to push yourself up. Arms at your side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Pushing all the way up. All right, get into all fours like we were when we did the donkey kicks. All right, hands. We're going to take them a little bit more forward while the knees come back. We're going to go already into a modified plank. All right, so hands are slightly outside, or they are shoulder width apart. Instead of directly underneath their shoulders, they're shoulder width, so a little bit further out. In fact, I'm using my yoga mat for my guide. My pinky is like off the mat. All right, The midsection is really enforced here. So they're bracing, right? So we're already into that position and we've held our position long enough. I'm looking at around 5 to 10 seconds. So let's kind of go into that again. Hand placement outside the shoulders. So ready, our hips are up. We're going to come down, bracing, tighten the belly, and we're going to hold. And for 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release of the hands. You can go right into a child's pose. We're going to do that one more time. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Dropping of the hips. Eyes look ahead. Press your palms and fingertips firmly away. A little bonus here, lifting the legs. Kind of work the hamstrings when you do that. Press and hold 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So for your homework this week is going to go into modified plank, both versions, the forearm and the high plank. That is your homework for today. You're going to do 3 of each for 5 to 10 seconds. I will write that all out for you in our email that you're going to get when you get the link for this class. So no need to worry about if you forget. All right, let's do a couple minutes of a good stretch here. All right, we're going to start with some hip movements, hip mobility. Heels out, hands behind you for support. You're going to alternate bringing the knees into the center, and then you're going to switch. All right, you're going to come into one side here. So if I land, the leg is kind of out to the side. I'm going to go ahead and push it back here. We're going to come down and hold. You know, I'm thinking this class was my 30-minute class, so we're not done yet. We got some more work to do. I'm just giving you a nice little stretch here. We're going to come back to the other side, and we're just going to go into that glute stretch. All those donkey kicks make a huge difference. So, all right, from here, we're going to go onto our back. And we do some straight abdominal work. We did it in the beginning. We're going to do a little bit more now. So we're going to take our time to come to the back. And then we're going to do that by doing our C-spine. If you remember that. Feet on the floor, hands out or hands underneath the knees. Ready? Inhale. Exhale, C-spine. You're going to come all the way down. Take your time to the mat. You can hold on to the legs. All right, here we go. All right. So we're going to go into a basic abdominal crunch here, hands placement behind the head. Feet firmly down, so all 4 corners. Notice when you do that, you feel the legs kick on. So the calf muscles, the hamstrings, all those working muscles. So we're going to inhale here. Right now the spine's in neutral. As you exhale, the spine's going to go to imprint. You're going to rise up, chin tucked. Inhale. Exhale and lower down. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale, coming up, pressing the lower back to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, we lower down. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale, rise up. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. All right, so go at your own pace. As long as you're practicing your breathing, that's a bonus here. Elbows out, nice and wide. Your fingertips are on the back of the head. And it's just there for light support. So here's a big important key. Don't press so hard on the back of the head that you have to rely on your hands for support. Just gently hold it. And then focus your mind to think of the abs flexing, not the neck. A lot of times people get discomfort in the neck because they're pulling so hard. So the neck comes really too far forward. And you just want a light hold from the fingertips only. All right, everyone, let's do one more. And I want you to hold in this position. We're going to pulse. Here's that challenge for you. Inhale, exhale. It's quick. Go. Inhale, go. Exhale on the pulse. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Head all the way down and arms at your side. Okay, here's another little thing I like to do. It's a good stretch for the hips. So you're going to bring your right knee in, you're going to cross over your left. Now the right knee is in now. You're going to take your right hand, you're going to press away. This is a great hip opener stretch for you. Again, we're not quite done yet. I'm just giving you stretches throughout. Now we're going to work, quote, the lower abs, although there is no such thing as the lower abs. So we're going to go ahead and work them now. So arms can stay right at your side, pull your shoulders away from your ears, heel down, toes up to the ceiling. You're going to inhale, exhale, bringing your knees in towards the chest, and then lower back down. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale. Now the inhale, the spine is neutral. Exhale, spine is pressed down into the lower mat. Inhale, we release the spine. Exhale, we be pulling in. Now abs are engaged the whole time. Now imagine that I'm right next to you and I'm like pulling on your foot and I'm trying to resist you from bringing your legs in. Imagine that and how hard it needs to be. So use your abdominals here and fight for it. We're going to do a couple more here. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more before we switch. All right, foot down, release of the leg. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left leg, we're going to start with the hip opener stretch, left hand on or below the knee and push away. You should feel that space in that pocket where the hip is. Hold this, just breathe naturally, and then we'll go right into the move here. Release the hands, hands back at your side. Heel down, toes up, feet flexed. Ready? We're going to inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, imprint, bring your legs in. Inhale to release. Exhale. Is the breathing starting to get a little bit easier? Maybe, right? Maybe a little bit. It all depends on the move that we're doing. Will determine how the breathing pattern is. The key again is just to bring in much air as you can into the lungs and then release all of it out. That's getting into the deep abdominals, particularly the transverse abdominis. This move is challenging on its own, which is why I'm not giving you a bonus challenge here. You should be really feeling these, right? All right, we're gonna do a few more here. And last one, uncross. Here is another and last hip opener stretch. Feet together, knees are gonna come down along the side and just hold this for the moment. While this is stretching, we're gonna do, quote, the upper abs. A move that we've done before here. I like to go hand over hand and then right above your head. Now this one's going to rely truly without having support of the hand, which is why I would say don't put too much support on your hands for the head because you want to strengthen the neck naturally. In this case here, we're going to go straight up to the ceiling, pushing your shoulders away from the spine and then lowering down. Ready? Inhale, exhale, go. If you're like, Michelle, this isn't working for me, I'm feeling it in the back of my neck hurts, go ahead, and go gently behind, fingertips only on the back of the head, just for that light support. As long as your eyes are looking right at the ceiling, I'm good with that. Ready? Keep going. Last two. And I want you to hold this one. We're going to pulse. Ready? Inhale, exhale to pulse. Go. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head down, arms at your legs, push them in because you might need that. And we're going to roll to one side and give us a little bit of recovery here on the abdominals. We have one more move that we're going to do. And of course, she's giving me room. So we're going to extend the legs. We're going to work the outer hip and outer glutes. All right. Real basic move here. Arm placement can be extended for the neck. You may cradle, or for those of you who prefer to have the support. Okay. Your choice, dealer's choice. Everything else, shoulder blades back and down, lift the chest. We know about our abs, tighten the abs. All right, your foot is flexed. We're gonna do a little pattern here, point and then flex. I'm sorry, we're starting flex, then point. So flex, leg raise up, then we're going to point and then lower down. Flex and point on the way down. Flexing and pointing. Flex and point. Now notice the hand. It's not right here. Was yours here? I want you to release the hand, because that right there is making your midsection work harder because you don't have that support from the hand. Notice how our hands are always supporting us somehow or another. I want you to refrain from doing that. I want your own body weight to help support you. No more cheating in class. All right. Sometimes I'll have my clients actually place their hand on their belly. So as you exhale, you feel the abdominals working. So let's practice that. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Do you feel it on the exhale? If you do, that means you're doing the right thing. All right, don't worry, I didn't forget about you. All right, we're gonna hold the leg up on the flex position. We're gonna pulse. Ready? Inhale, exhale on the pulse. Go. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now release. Oh, did you feel it all in the hip and glute area? I did. All right, so now we're gonna use our hands for strength. Ready? We're gonna push up 3, 2, 1, all the way up. And then we're just gonna switch sides or just turn it right back over. Okay. Hand position, depending on how you want it, lengthened, bend at the elbow, or up for support. I'm gonna go ahead and bend at the elbow. The rest of the body, alignment, shoulder blades back and down, lifting the chest. We know about the abs. We're going to tighten them. Foot flex. We're going to do that same pattern here. We're going to flex and then point. So inhale, exhale. Okay, I lied. It's exhale on the way up. I know. I goof up too. Now think of it as, because we're going against the gravity, so that's the hardest part on the leg raise. So we're going to exhale out. So inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. I know, you're like, Michelle, you're confusing me. I confuse myself sometimes. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Now you're probably thinking this is harder on this side. Remember, we've already fatigued our glutes big time. Hence why there was that stretch right in the middle. So this is to be expected. We just got a couple more and we're going to add that challenge in right here. Ready? So up and hold, flex position. Inhale, exhale, and the pulse, go. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Oh my gosh, I felt that again on the hip, on the outer glute. That tells me you're doing it right. Okay, ready? We're gonna push yourself up. 3, 2, 1. Push all the way up. And we're gonna be in this seated position. We have another minute or so. We're gonna continue on. And hold on 1 second. I don't know what's going on here. We're gonna close that. There we go. Okay, so coming down onto your upright position. So just like the warm up that we did, we're gonna grab the weight. So this one here, we're gonna go into a twisting motion for our spine. Okay, so we're gonna lift up. Remember, we're off the seat bone here, so kind of lean back slightly to come off of that. And from here, we're going to take our weight, feet firmly down, all 4 corners. We're going to go into that twist. Inhale, exhale, go right to the other side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, this is already challenging enough. For those who want to work a little bit harder, you're going to lean back into that C spine and do the same move. Again, I'm feeling this enough that I don't have to do that. Ready? Last few here. Go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, weight down. There was just a little bit extra weight for the arms. You're going to extending of the legs. We're going to go into a stretch, but also a great move for the midsection here is called the saw. Okay, so just keep in mind, we're not on the seat bone, so adjust for that. Our feet are flexed. We're going to sit up nice and tall, arms out to your side. As you inhale, exhale, you're going to rotate and reach for your toes. Coming back to center. Inhale. Exhale, rotate, and we're going to saw off the pinky toe. That's why this is called saw. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This is one of my favorite moves. All coming from the midsection here. If you have difficulty with the knees, that's okay. Remember, you can bend at the knee. It's not about how far we can reach. If this is just a strenuous position, we're going to work on that. The key here is this coming from the midsection to come forward, keeping your shoulder blades back and down. Last one on each side. And you did it. Feet together. Nice job. We're going to go into a butterfly position. I said there was one more opener. Did I? I mean, I said that was our last opener. Well, this is one last one here for the hips. Sometimes I change it as we go. We're going to go and make that more of an intense stretch, but we're going to go into for the lower back. So the feet are going to come out. You're going to come down. This is so good for us. Not only helps for the hips, but getting into the lower back. So you should feel that. We're also going to do moves for the spine. You can keep your legs in this position or whatever is comfortable for you. You're going to come down to one side. So the forearm's going to come right down to the mat. The opposite arm is coming close to the ear. Feel a great side bend, stretch. Try to get the arm closest to the ear so you're not going forward, but more going lifting up. There we go. Inhale. Exhale, push yourself up. We're going to go on to the other side, coming down. This is something, ladies, you can do every single day. You don't need to have to do the entire workout to do some of these stretches. So all those hip stretches that we did, these ones that we're doing right now, you can do that. And I encourage you to do these every single day. All right, we're gonna come and extend one leg. This is a modified straddle. So we're gonna turn to the side and we're just gonna come down chest towards the leg. Another angle for the lower back. For those of you who have a little bit more flexibility, feel free to reach for your toes. I'm not looking for that right now. I'm just here looking for the side stretch by the lower back. Doesn't that feel good? All right, we're gonna go ahead and switch. I'm always all about stretching. As a stretch therapist, I encourage stretching to be done every day. So that's why I do a lot during our workouts too. So again, we're rotating and then coming down, chest towards the leg. And then a little bonus here. If you extend the hands towards the feet, you'll feel a deeper stretch into the side of where the lower back is. And rising up. All right, ladies, that is all set for today. Thank you so much for coming. Until next time, bye.